People at this point, they're weighing the risks of celebrating the holidays with family and friends. In fact, the CDC, this week they updated their guidelines for celebrating the holidays, emphasizing that small gatherings contribute to the surge in cases being seen. And it can be really stressful, but we can find holiday happiness in the midst of all of this during a pandemic. So joining me this morning is relationship expert, Dr. Melanie Ross-Mills. Good morning to you, Dr. Mills.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Now, you've got 3 things that we can be sensitive to and aware of as we enter this season. Where do we start?
Well, we begin by acknowledging and realizing that not everybody's coming from the same place with masks and distancing and hugging or not hugging. And we get excited with the holidays. So let's start with, if we're having people over, let's start by setting the table with making expectations known. Maybe send out a group text with your family and friends that you're planning on gathering with, and let everyone know what you're expecting, how you're going to set everything up, what they can expect, and what they're comfortable with. So lead with understanding where everyone's coming from that's coming over if you're hosting.
Dr. Mills, I got to tell you this story here because yesterday, well, my mom, she lives in New Jersey. My husband and I, we just bought a new home, so we were going to have like a small gathering at our house. So she called me yesterday and said, listen, you know, she's a teacher and she thinks she's not going to come for Christmas. So I got so upset, I even cried. And, you know, it made me emotionally upset because I'm not going to see my mom for Christmas. So how do you deal with the emotional aspect of that? And then, you know, delivering news like that? Because I know it wasn't hard for my mom to tell me that as well.
Yes, and Cleo, there's so many people that are in your situation right now that it really is disheartening. It can be heartbreaking, especially as our parents are getting older. And we are wondering, why in the world can we not see them? This does not make sense. But they are taking care of what they need to do with their health. So I think understanding and empathizing with where they're coming from, even if we might not understand everything, it's really important to try and put ourselves in their shoes. And then I think it's creating what you can do. So how can we make memories with those that we're not going to see this holiday season? What can we do? Can we Zoom? Can we once a week get on with our ugly Christmas sweaters and laugh? Because we still can make memories, and we can actually sometimes make even deeper ones, because we are in this vulnerable state where we're really wanting to connect and needing to connect outside of the busyness that we might have had in the past and distractions.
Hey,
so making the time we have.
You're right. I put a little poll on Twitter this morning and I said, hey, you know, do you plan to have a small gathering or nothing at all? Hashtag 2020. And a lot of people are going for no gathering at all, you know, not feeling really in the spirit. So how do you choose to embrace the season?
Yes. And so there's just so many unknowns. We've been feeling like we have loss of control of almost everything, right? And so I think we need to look at what we can control, and we can control our response, we can control our reactions, and what we do with it. And so I encourage us to enter this holiday season with an optimistic, positive view, creating memories, creating bonds in ways that we can. And so what can we do? We can look at our energy, for example. How am I contributing to the environment? Am I bringing everybody down, or am I promoting joy and connecting with gratitude? What am I doing to promote that? Am I serving? Am I volunteering? Am I doing things to help other people? Is a good way to get outside of ourselves, spreading that holiday cheer.
Dr. Mills, I've got people already asking how they can connect with you. Can we put your information out there?
Yes, I love Instagram, as you know, at Dr. Melanie R. Mills. My website is melanierossmills.com. I love this dialogue because we're going to have holiday cheer this year. I'm going to make sure it happens.
All right. Dr. Mills, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Always a pleasure to have you. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
And I'm choosing holiday cheer, even though I'm upset that I won't see my mom. All right.